Hello, y'all. Welcome. Today we're gonna try to make some games in 1 hour. My name is Lees. This is Hyper Game Dev, and every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we gather together to do this weird and wild thing, which is making a game in 1 hour. It's pretty fun. It's way less bad than it sounds. It's like very doable, and I'm gonna. Well, okay, so I may not succeed, but that's okay. It's not about success. It's about trying your best and seeing what happens. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then we're gonna take suggestions from the chat with regards to the topic that we're going to jam with today. Here are some rules. It is important that your entry be playable in the browser. It is essential, so please make sure that you can embed it via HTML. It is also important that you keep your entry not NSFW. I said it the wrong way. Please do not make it NSFW. And then we're gonna vote on a topic, kind of. Well, it's not really voting. It's actually a chance. Y'all are gonna make suggestions in the chat. I think some of you already have, but we're gonna put it on a wheel. We're gonna spin that wheel. We're gonna find out what topic are we doing today. So please make sure that the entry that you submit at least is relevant to the topic, so that way we know you actually made it during this time frame. You can use any assets you want, things that you've worked on before, templates, things like that. Just please make sure that the music is made by you, either during the jam, ideally, or in the past, and you promise it's not copyright. That's just a YouTube kind of rule thing. All right. Let's see what we've got. Now, I think we have actually some suggestions from members on the Discord. If you are a member of this channel, you get 4 suggestion slots that are guaranteed unless you have 4 members before you who make the suggestion. But we actually did get a couple in the Discord. So there was scarcity was a suggestion, and then a little play on that was Scare City. So there's 2 more slots left for members. Otherwise, we'll just fill them in as they come. So let's see what you guys have been suggesting. How long do we got? We got 3 minutes to come up with this topic. 3 minutes. All right, here we go. What's up, Raphael? Easy peasy. Oh, let's just say easy. I kind of like that. Stoner Jesus, welcome. And you're a member. I forgot we got to reserve these 3 slots. We'll put easy here. Corruption. Wow, I like that. That one's kind of scary in a really good way. Welcome, Stoner Jesus. Welcome, Henry. Frenzy Astronaut. What? What? That is one of the most unique I could possibly imagine. Frenzy. Okay, all right. Frenzy. Can we just do Frenzy Astronaut? You know what? Who cares? Let's do it. Frenzy Astronaut. Where did you come up with this? All right, well, that's all of the member suggestions, so no longer are you guaranteed. Scarcity was you. It's a good one. I like it. Okay, Theme Snake. Oh, Frenzy Astronaut. What am I going to do with that? Chaotic. We actually just did this one a couple weeks ago, so I'm skipping that one. Welcome, Mindswept. Good to see you. Butterfly Eva. Ramen noodles. Let's just say noodles. It's shorter. Oh my gosh. Frenzy Astronaut is too long. Can we just say Frenzy? I can't. I'm gonna say Frenzied because that's also very similar to Chaotic. So let's just do Frenzied. It's so long. I can't. All right, and then we've got Frog as a suggestion. All right, it is full. The topic list is full. That is all we can do. All right. Yes, today is an iterate jam. Oh, by the way, not only do we do 1 hour game jams every Friday, but also every last Friday of the month, it's a special iterate jam, which means you are strongly encouraged to build on a previous 1 hour jam entry that you've made and haven't worked on outside of the jam. So if you haven't ever made an entry to our jam, then just make something new for the first time. And if you're like, I don't want to iterate, I want to make something new, go ahead. That's okay. But you are encouraged. I'm definitely going to iterate on a previous one. All right, we got to spin this wheel. Let's see. What are we jamming about today? What are we iterating about today? Oh, I spun the wrong way. Frenzied! Oh, it's Frenzied. Thank goodness I took the astronaut off. All right, Frenzied is the challenge. All right, there we go. Topic: Frenzied 1 hour jam. 1 hour jam ones, not the game like jams. Iterate on a 1 hour one. Frenzied. That is it, y'all. That is it. Thank goodness I got that astronaut out of there, y'all. Oh man, I couldn't. I'm sorry, Henry. I couldn't. No. Especially for iterating. I don't know. But you guys are welcome. If you want to implement an astronaut into your game, I'll be impressed. Because after this live stream, we're gonna play through everyone else's games. So we're gonna see what y'all came up with and good stuff like that. So if we see there's an astronaut in there, you will be celebrated. I will. Well, unless I forget about it. Someone will celebrate you. Okay, Frenzied is it. Now, this is kind of similar to Chaotic, so we'll see. Now, I gotta look at some of my past entries to see which one do I think fits into Frenzied. By the way, guys, don't forget to do pre-submissions. I see we've got only 9 of you joined. I have a feeling a couple more people are gonna want to join. I see 2 of you have already pre-submitted, which is good. So remember to join and pre-submit. What does that mean? Hit the submit button right here. All right, and then you're gonna go to upload a game, even if you don't have a game yet. All right, even if you don't have a game yet, come in here. Today is Gen 31st, 1 hour, a jam attempt. Right, that's it. Come down here, save and view. You have now pre-submitted. That means that even if the time on the jam page runs out, you can still upload your game because you might miss a few minutes, you might get a little late, something like that. This will give you that freedom to still get into the submissions. All right, so then you come back to draft when you want to play it. All right, so yes, let's plan this one out. Yeah. Frenzy. Now, before I really get into planning it, I kind of want to look at some of my previous jam games so I know what to iterate on, because I'm just not entirely sure what I want to iterate on. Steak flipper. So I did make this for the barbecue one. I made a steak flipping game. Let me try pulling that up. I didn't finish it, but if I want to add Frenzied in there, how am I going to add Frenzied into that, you know? Like, that's kind of tricky. Oh, barbecue, that was last week. Let me get this week's up here. Okay, so that was my barbecue entry, but this week it's Frenzied. I mean, if I'm gonna make a Frenzied steak flip, like that doesn't seem like that works. To me, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Then we also had this one. This one was pretty wacky. The platforms in this game, this was a platformer. I think the topic on this one was distorted reality. On this one, we had to, or the platforms would like disappear or like move. They didn't disappear, they moved like randomly. So you would just kind of have to try to get back on top of them. And if they weren't in the right spot, well, too bad. I could see, I mean, you know, we can have like the platforms like go into a state of frenzy and maybe they just like move around really fast all of a sudden. I could see that working. Okay, noted. What else do we got for the things we've done in the past? Oh, I closed it. Let me go back. Make money. Oh, this one. So this one I did not finish. This topic was carousel, and it was supposed to be that you click on these either money or bombs, and you get points if you click on money, and you lose points if you click on bombs. I never got the clicking working, so I could go on that. Keep frenzied ants or birds from getting the steak. Oh, that's a really good idea. That's an interesting idea. Mind slide. I kind of like that. All right, let me check through one more. That is like actually a really good idea. So then there was this, which you might kind of recognize from the distorted reality one. It was very similar. There's bananas that you collect, and it's platforming. I guess for, like, what would a frenzy really be? Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Then I wouldn't have to like make the same game. All right, you know what? I kind of like that mind slide. Let's work with that. Let's pull up the stake flipping game. I kind of like that. Oh yeah, the fly swatting game on Mario Paint. Whoa, that's a good idea. The jam started, Bustafer. It is underway. It is so underway. Just like this emote poll, by the way. We have a new emote slot that members of this channel have unlocked by being members of this channel. So thank you guys for helping this channel grow. We got a new emote, but what emote will it be? I don't know yet. There's actually been a very close race between Kirby Dance and the Jam Rat. Jam Rat has taken the lead, but it's been going back and forth, so I'm not sure. Make sure you guys vote on that so we can have a nice new emote. Jam Rat's kind of looking like the winner, though. Okay, so I think I am gonna do that idea mind slide. That's a really good one. That's a very, very, very good one. Okay. So yes, the jam has started. Give it a try. The link is in the description box if you guys want to join up. This is not the right thing. This is my stake flipper project, correct? I don't think this is my stake flipper. I think this is not my stake flipper project. Let me try again. Let me try again. Must be this one. And the topic today, by the way, is that frenzied. Okay, booting it up, taking my time. You need Kirby, please, Kirby. I don't know if it's gonna be Kirby. I wish it was. Okay, there we go. Now we're in the right one. Okay. So we have flies. So that would kind of mean sort of reimagining my game in general. Because, you know, it's about flipping the stake, and then if you went off the side, you would get a point. Now, what I meant to do was that they would actually get cooked on each side. And then you would get a point if you jumped off and you had it cooked. But I didn't have time. I ran out of time. I didn't get to have it be cooked. So it could just be that you don't actually control the steak at all, and it just sits there, and then these flies are coming in and you're attacking them. But this is also very similar to another one I had made. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if it was both. Like, if you had to, like, sear the steak, jump it off, and get the points, and flies would come, and sometimes it'd be neat if both of those were implemented. But I don't know if I can actually do it. All right, I think I'm going to try. I think I'm going to do my best to make that happen, but I doubt it's going to succeed. I think I've already overscoped today. It has just begun with overscoping. So let's let that be the case. Okay, so I'm gonna put 50. Let's do 47 minutes on the clock. All right, a little bit less time than I actually have. That way I feel pressured and stressed a bit early. Okay, 47 minutes on the clock, and I'm gonna try to actually make the cooking work. Horrifyingly. And then, in addition to that, I want to have flies that swarm and that you have to swat away. This is worrisome. I'm a little afraid of this idea, if I'm being honest. I think it could potentially not work. But I'm excited by the challenge. So one thing that I realized would be a good, I think someone in the chat helped me come up with this, that I didn't do, a good way to get the steak flipping to work would be to have the steak be 2 pieces in Blender. And then we can have them get a little darker depending on which side that the steak is on. So I think I'm going to go with that. I wish my taskbar would hide. I don't know why my taskbar isn't hiding, but it's bothering me. There it goes. Okay. So let's split this in half somehow. I'm going to look at it from this angle. And we could do a loop cut. I think I'll just Highlight it. Make sure we're on X-ray so we can see all the way through it. They're tied? They have been tied. Did they become tied again? I would honestly be kind of surprised if they, because it's usually once something starts to take the lead, it stays in the lead. Oh, they're tied again. Dude, it keeps happening. It keeps happening where they wow. Jamrat pulls ahead and then Kirby's like, Man, what's it gonna be though? Like, what's it gonna be? I don't know. Okay, let's select half of the steak. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do the original game idea that I had and add in this new idea of flies, which is definitely overscoping. So let's separate this into a new thing. Okay, so this is gonna be steak top, and this is steak bottom. Not that I really need to say so. Steak bottom, oops. Steak bottom, steak top. Okay, so we got the two, and what this will let me do is like easily modulate them. So I'm gonna save this. Please, Kirby, it's gonna be Kirby. I hope so. When do we gotta figure out, there needs to be a clear winner, because it's not like it's a timed poll. It's just there. So like, it has to be, have a clear winner. So this might go for quite a while. You're doing a mental idea. Oh, I see what you're saying, Derek. A mental idea for a button game. I was like, is it like a brain game? No, that's not what you mean. I see. Okay, so this is the steak, which we have broken up into two pieces now. And I would like those two pieces to become separately browned. So that's going to be a task I want to do. And then we still have to come up with the entire flies situation. Okay, so it's good. And then let's look into the code. Where's the code at? I don't remember. I don't remember. Let me get some music playing to help me get in the vibe. I only got 40 minutes, guys. I am overscoped. I am way overscoped. I guarantee it. Okay. So the way this was set up, I need to refamiliarize. This is kind of a thing with iteration, right? Is you have to refamiliarize with the existing project. Physics process. Okay, so I have this timer flip 1, timer flip 2. We have a flipped Boolean. Okay. Whenever we press the jump button, flipped becomes true versus false. It changes its booleanity. And if it's flipped, so that's what makes the animation play. Okay, got it. That's on the input. Now in the physics process, well, it doesn't seem to be checking that at all. Oh, we do have a little bit here, but I commented it out. Let's comment it back in. So that's supposed to be updating some text, but we decided the text was not good. Can we just get like a print? I see I have two timers. We're starting timer flip 1 versus timer flip 2. So could we see a print of, let's say, side 1, timer flip 1 time left? That's not a function, right? I don't think so. Okay. Well, we could do the other one as well. So I'm gonna pop this on that side. Side 2, timer flip 2 time left. Let's find out. I have a feeling this doesn't work. So it looks like we start on side 2. If I flip it, the timer is counting down, and then it seems to be looping. You guys see that? It's counting down and then looping, which is, you know, not the worst thing. Okay, if I flip it, side 2 does the same thing. Okay, so we kind of want. It's a little confusing. Can we just change these just so for my sanity, and then We also want to say that it actually starts timer 2 right at the beginning. Oh, it started timer 1 at the beginning. Well, that's not correct. Okay, so hopefully I just updated the code a little. Okay, now side 2 is cooking. Now it's counting down, which is strange. Hey, Candace, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Hope you had a good stream today, by the way. The jam is going well. Outrunning errands because we are supposed to get snow in the next couple days. It is going well, yeah. Smart. It's smart to prepare for that. Duck is sick. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Welcome. Good thing that you managed to come through though and see what we do around here. I'm overscoped. I'm all the way overscoped. So the topic today is not that. The topic today is frenzied. I can't get my buttons right today. And I'm iterating on my past entry, which because today's the Iterate Jam. Every last Friday of the month, we build on a previous jam entry that we've made. And I was attempting to have it be so if you flip stakes and get it like seared on each side, you'll get a point if you jump off the side and it's cooked correctly. So for the frenzied aspect, I want to add in like some bugs that come and swarm every once in a while, and you have to click them away. But I'm almost certain that I've overscoped, so we're gonna see what happens. You're gonna iterate, but you lost motivation. It was kind of out of scope. Oh, that's so real. That's so real. Candace's stream was magnificent, making great strides in your game. Hope to remember to stop by tonight for a community stream. Yeah, come on through. We do a secret live stream after this one. It's very secret. Patreon.com/hypergamedev. Join the Patreon for free, and you will get an email in your inbox every Friday that includes the secret live stream. All we do is use Patreon as like a newsletter, and you can share your art, share your music, share your games, work in progress or otherwise. So come on through and see how that goes. Okay, so let's see. The timer seems to work. I don't want it to count down. I'm surprised that it is counting down. I kind of thought it would count up, but that's fine. So we want to say that if that timer, we want to say gradually. I'm really irritated that it counts down because I need to like change the modulation like gradually. It almost would be better if I had like a tween or something. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Oh, jeez. Because we can come into the stake, right? And go to the color. Welcome, Gap Games. Good to see you. Right, but modulate. We need to do modulate. Visibility. No. Oh, we can't just modulate it. Geometry. No. Oh, wait, really? I was thinking of 2D stuff. Oh, I'm in so much danger. I'm like, we'll modulate it. And it's like, no, you won't. What you need to do is create a material. But then that material is not even showing up. Oh, God, I'm in danger. I'm in a lot of danger right now. Why did that not appear? Did I not save these correctly? New material, because it's not appearing. It's not changing it. What? Why does that material look the same? What if I add one to this one? Oh, okay, the bottom one works. But the top one is being... Oh, because there's two. Oh, because that's the little bone piece. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be tough. Can you make $1 million from game dev? Probably not. I doubt it. Yeah, I'm in total danger here. So we're going to say... I have an alternative idea besides flies. I have another idea. I'm going to move this material down a slot and then save it. Welcome, Starks Carrot Gang. Good to see you. How you been? Welcome back. Let's fix this. So that way they're both in the same slot. And then I'm gonna make this be steak colored. Sure, perfect. It looks good to me. Then we're gonna copy that and I'm gonna paste it over here. My alternative idea is we just like drop more and more stakes, and that's the frenzy. I like the flies. I just think it's certain overscope. Yeah, all is doing great. All is doing great. I'm a little concerned today about my jam attempt, but that's okay. That's part of it, is to experience that. That fear. Okay, so if I want to change it and make it darker, what I need to do, probably best to get this raw here, and if we... Oh, we want to make it a partial. So if I say this is 0.1, you can see that gets darker and darker. But I would need that to get, if we want like a perfect sear, let's see what 0.5 is like here on this raw value. That doesn't look very different, does it? Let's try making it even darker. Okay, so maybe 0.5 isn't dark enough. 0.3, let's try 0.2. So we'll say that's the perfect sear color that we're trying to get to. It looks a little overcooked if you ask me. But, you know, maybe this would be a good color. So I think what I'll do, I think an animation is going to be the easiest way to handle this. Oh, an animation! Yes. Okay. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to add a new animation player in here. And I'm going to say that it is called Cook. We want by default for these to be at 0.5 or 1 rather. So I'm going to keyframe that down, but we got to say which side is cooking, right? That's pretty important. I'm not sure which side is which. I already forgot. So if I could be reminded, that would be nice. Hey, Luke. Good evening to the UK. Okay, side 2. Does that timer look off? Or is it just me? Okay, so it starts out, side 2 is on the bottom. Side 1 is on the top. See, the timer didn't start. Whatever, I don't care. That's weird. The timer should have started. I'm not sure, but I think we could just do the animation instead, which is gonna make this a lot easier. Thanks, Luke. Thanks, Luke. I appreciate it. I've kind of surrendered myself today, but that's all right. Okay, so we're gonna say for the animation player, if this is Cook 2, we want to do the bottom. And so I'm going to keyframe it in its healthy or raw state. Not healthy. Very unhealthy, actually. And then how long does it have to cook? We could say like 3 seconds or so. It's just one of those days. 3 seconds or something. It's kind of a long time. Really, we'd want it to go even further than that so you could overcook it, right? So let's say at 1 second. 3, 1, 3. I'm going to make this 0.3. That's the perfect cook, we're going to say. I like how the gradient appears on there. That's nice. I also like live streams. Do you guys like live streams? I do see we have 29 people hanging out and 21 likes. That's pretty close, actually. You guys are doing pretty good, but 8 of you are holding out your thumbs, or you're not. I'm holding out my thumb, but you're holding out on thumbing up the stream. Let's get those likes up. Like it. Like the stream. It means more people will find out about this gem, and we can see more cool entries and games and stuff. So please hit that thumbs up button, guys, if you haven't yet. Thank you. It does a nice animation. You'll be glad you saw the animation. Okay. So we're going to say overcooked brings it down to 0.1. And we want to keyframe that on there. So we want the exact same setup. So I'm even just going to duplicate this for Cook 1. However, what we need to change is what it's applying to. So I think that's actually going to be as easy as I thought. So instead, let's just not do that. So we're going to go to stake top. Welcome, Mystic. I'm so glad you're here. New to game dev and new to Godot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. We do this every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to make sure we're focusing on the top stake. Let's make this 1. That's the raw version. I'm going to keyframe that down. We're going to go here, put this down to 0.3, or the perfect sear, as it were. Keyframe that, and now we're going to do the burnt one right there. Okay, keyframe all of those. We're going to get rid of that top track, since that is not quite relevant here. All right, so that will gradually cook the steak, as you can see. Now we want to make sure that it's not starting out burnt, so let's put it back to 1. Okay, now I need these animations to play at the right time. So instead of doing these timers, I say we do animation. We still have flip 1. It's okay. Play. It's a game jam. We just gotta let it be kind of scuffed. Play cook 2, and then on this one, play cook 1. So this isn't, well, you can, well, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what, whoa, slow down. You need to on ready the other animation, right? That would be important. Yeah, dude, animations in Godot are super powerful. I love it. I love using the animation player, but I forgot, because I'm building on a previous one. Today is an iterate game jam, which means we build on a previous 1-hour game jam. Every last Friday we do this. And so I worked on this last week, but I kind of forgot to use an animation player, so now I'm going to use it. But I do love to use it when I can. What's up, Sable Spirit? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Let's say well, let's just drag it in. We just want the second animation player. We're just gonna say animation 2. Is it like me putting numbers? Yeah, it's fine. What are you talking about? All right, great. I don't know. And we're gonna make sure we add a 2 onto these. Okay, now let's see what happens. You won't be able to do the iteration thing with what you're doing. Okay, that's all right. And the thing is you don't have to do an iteration. It's totally acceptable. Whoop, it's cooking the wrong sides. It's totally acceptable if you just want to make a new one. It's more an opportunity, an encouragement to do an iteration, not a requirement. Okay. So it seems like it's requiring me to flip it in order for it to start cooking. Oh yeah, I remember why. Because we gotta put it up here. So it starts the animation right there. Wow, dude, animation. I can't believe I didn't do this last week. I can believe it. Okay, now we don't actually want all of this code in here, so let's get that out. It's it's the opposite. That's actually really funny. Okay, so it starts out cooking. Now what's gonna be hard is how is the player gonna know that it's a perfect sear? Oh, it's restarting. We don't want you to uncook it, so we have to make sure. Oh, this is a little tricky. That's a little tricky. So if, wow. If flipped, can we, okay. I'm gonna say this, if side 1, just to like not confuse myself, we're gonna say side 1 and we're gonna flip it here. The development itself is the frenzy, exactly. Not side 1. So this just basically is a toggle for the Boolean by doing that equals exclamation point. So instead of flipped, we're gonna call this side 1. Okay. And the reason I'm doing that is for my sanity. So if side 1, then Well, we want to say something extra too, which is, when is it done? So not only can you make these animations, there's a pause animation function. Right. Well, you know what? Yeah, so I was thinking that we just don't animate it if it gets to this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call a method, and, well, I got to make the method, actually. So we're going to say func side 2, or side 1, whichever, side 1 done. Or, yeah, side 1 done, or I'm gonna say animation side 1 done. And then we're gonna create a new variable, side 1 done equals true. Another func animation side 2 done. Side 2 done equals true. Okay. Obviously I need to create those, so let's create them. Variable side 1 done. Boolean false, same thing. Side 2 done. Boolean equals false. Now, we need to go to the animation. We're going to add a call method track, which will let me actually run a function in the animation, which is super nice. So we're going to go to the script. I'm going to right click on here. Can't hardly see it, but insert key. Scripting intensifies. We want to say, oh, we got to save it. Otherwise, it's not going to appear. So I'm going to hit save. Now we'll right click in the animation, the call method track. Now we've got animation side 1 done. This is cook 1, so that would be side 1. Well, there's a big difference. We need done versus burnt. Those are separate things to try. We need an enum. Whoa, 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 girl. You get you an enum right now. We doing enums up in here. Okay, so variable doneness. We're gonna have this be donenesses. Deal with it. Enum donenesses. Okay, and then we want done, and then burnt. You know the music vibe? It fits the tense feel. Nice. Perfect. Okay. So we need to adjust this a little bit and say doneness becomes donenesses dot done. Make sure I spelled that right, because of course we got wacky with it. Please don't do this. Donenesses. Doneness. Why did I do this to myself? Okay. And then here we do the same thing, but wait a minute, it's different per side. Oh my gosh. You gotta do it like this. 1, 1. Okay, then copy this and paste it on 2, 2. I don't know if I'm gonna get much frenzy here. You're trying to do an enum but ran into an issue? Oh no. Enums can definitely be confusing. Let's slap that on there. 2, 2, 2. Okay, now we also want a section for burnt. I'm gonna come up here, call that burnt, and we want to do the same thing on these, burnt. Now on this, we want to say that the animation let's see, animation play flip 1. So if side 1, we definitely want to play that, but if doneness 1 not set to donenesses 1 burnt, then run that animation. Same thing here. That way it doesn't keep playing it over and over again. And we're gonna call that 2 and 2. Okay, good. Now I do need to set up the burnt function, and we need to do it on both of the animations. So I'm gonna make sure I save this, and then we're gonna insert a key. Give the clubbing music back. Then we're going to insert a key for, we're on side 1, burnt. Okay, now I gotta come back to cook 1 here, or cook 2 rather. We're gonna add a call method track on the same node that has the script. We're gonna insert a key. Maybe a drop coming. We're gonna insert a key that has done 2, side 2. Same thing here. Insert a key except for burnt. Kind of line that up more or less. Okay. All right. So let's make sure that works. This should work, hopefully, for the animation. So if we just let that burn, hopefully we won't see that reset back to raw when we flip it again. Nice. So it stays burnt. Perfect. Beautiful. Now that's going to give us a point. Oh! There's some oddities happening here. Yeah, same mistake. What is going on? We're spawning a new one, but it seems to be like not starting it at the beginning. Okay. There's some interesting things going on here. First of all, this should be not cooked right away. That would be a problem. So let's make sure that's up. And then I'm also just going to make sure my resets are good. Yeah, they look good. Okay, come up to this one. Then we want to look on cook 2. Well, reset. Yeah, it's kind of both. Okay. Maybe it was just that. I think it might have just been that the colors weren't set back to normal. Right? That was all it was. So let's throw this off the grill. Why is it coming in burnt? That's not good. That's a big problem. We're in danger. Why would it spawn in burnt? Genuinely, I don't know. Because they both start low there. And it's instantiating a brand new one. Somewhere. Over here in the main scene. And so the new one shouldn't have the cooking on it. So why does it? Now, I will say these are missing the material, and we're instantiating, but we're instantiating this, so that shouldn't matter. I actually have no idea what's happening here. Create a new or duplicate? I mean, we're creating a new one because it's an instantiation. This is what happens here. Duplicate the material or make it unique? I'm not sure I understand. Maybe I do understand what you're saying. Material is a resource, so it's shared between instances. So if I just make it, are we sure about that? In this case? I didn't know that was true in that regard. If I just make it unique, that'll fix that? Are we sure? Let's see. Not joining today? It's okay, Solar. Been busy working on music, but I'm excited to see the submissions. Yeah, let's go. Hope to see something adjacent to Feeding Frenzy. That's a game. Yeah, I don't think that was quite enough. It's weird because it's like as soon as it seems to just be the top half that happens to. Oh god, we got bugs. It keeps resetting every time I jump. It starts the animation over. Let me check something. Well, Lee's, by the way, oh wait, I have one idea, but I could be wrong. True duplicate is save it, then load a duplicate of it when you create a new instance. I just don't, I hear you, but I don't know how to implement that without like more specific instruction. So one thing is we don't have a raw version, right? So it's starting out as done, which is already a problem, by the way. So if it's not burnt, play the animation. If it's not burnt, play the animation. When it spawns in, it automatically starts to cook too, which isn't really what we want. We want to say that once it hits the grill, that's when it should start to cook, actually. It is a character body, so we could say if it's on the floor, that would work. We just have to make sure it only happens once. Variable cooking boolean false. And then in the physics process, which got moved down here, we're gonna say if not cooking, play that, and then make cooking true. Let me try that real quick. Oh, that's a good idea, Mystic. I can work with that. Oh, it's basing it on the other one. It's not, I feel like the thing that isn't unique is the animation. Not the material. And it's also not changing once it goes until, oh my. So we have to, oh dear. If global position Y is less than or equal to 0, we'd want to say animation 2 stop. Yeah, you can make them unique, totally. Oh, duh, I forgot to say. If is on floor and not cooking. Yeah, resetting the animation on spawn. That's a really good idea. So I don't think we're getting an is on floor, unfortunately, because it is a character body. See, I'm in danger. It knows it's on the floor. And not cooking. Cooking is false, so it should be not cooking. And so it prints that. Cooking becomes true. And then it should start playing the animation for cooking. Strangely, it isn't. Oh dear. Yeah, I knew I overscoped. So the way I'm gonna get frenziness though is we're just gonna at a very short time here, at a very soon point, I'm just gonna start like spawning tons of steaks. We're just gonna have steaks on steaks on steaks on steaks just coming. I'm very confused about what's happening. Very confused. I can't say I understand. Yeah, thank you, Mystic. It's a pleasure to have you here. I stream pretty often, so yeah, hit that subscribe button. You should find out eventually when we're live. Oh dear. I knew today wouldn't be my day. But this is just kind of weird though, because it's not like I told it not to play. I mean, if I suppose I just comment that out, right? Don't even play an animation. Oh, you know, it's probably the stopping. Where did we put stop? If global, oh, dude, that's why. Because that's too, it's stopping it right. You need to say, here's what you need to say. You need to say less than 0. not equal 0. It's keeping it from playing right away. So let's go a little further than that. -0.7. I don't know. I should probably check. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna check what it's at. Okay, let's just check what it's at. So right now, the stake is at a Y position of 0.027. Oh, but it's cooking. Okay, so that's good. That's perfect. So the reason why I did that is so that way, there you can see it resets. Okay. All right. So when is it gonna spawn a new one? Where does it base that on? Spawn player function. How does it know to do that? Is there a, oh, do we put out a signal? It's a signal that we put out. I think it's just stake done. But we can make this a little higher. Let's try that. Oh, we just did that. Let's try this. Oh yeah, check out Solar Pellet's music. It's free and it's good to use. So yeah, we do get a little cook right there, but then we can do the idea of saying that when it spawns, it turns it off. So player animation 2 stop. We got more music from Solar Pellets on the Discord. Let's go. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. Oh. After we add the child. Player animation 2 stop. So I very soon need to implement my frenzy. Nice. Okay, we come down here. It's still like visually starts showing the cook a little early. I don't know. It kind of works, so just gonna let it go. It's pretty broken. It's pretty broken. Why does it? Wow. We got all types of issues in here. It'd be kind of nice. What if we Q-freed it sooner? We don't get the joy of seeing it fall. But at least I could move on with my life. Alt plus arrow keys to move lines up or down. I should use that more. That's such like a fringe one. I feel like I would forget to even use it most of the time. Just another stake just bump appears. Dang, you still see that animation like go away. It's got some problems. I think it's time just to spawn a bunch of stakes. How about every single time? This is how we're gonna add in frenzy. We did not succeed today. All right, but I did succeed in trying my best. So I'm gonna say stakes, we're gonna say variable stakes integer equals 1. So spawn player, on stake done, spawn player. We want this to do it multiple times. So how do I make it? I've never actually tried to have it run a function multiple times. I guess what we, oh dear, I actually don't know how to do that. How do you make an instance like a certain number of times? I don't know how to do that. Let's see if I can figure it out. GD script instantiate number of times or something. How do I instance the scene multiple times? You need to instance a mistake you're doing. Like obviously you could put it like in the process or something. Not on each press. I'm not really sure how to do this. It's like I wanted to do it like 2 times, 3 times. Load the package, then use instantiate on it. Right, but I wanted to say like do 2 of them, or do 3 of them, or do 4 of them, or do 5 of them. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice if I could just do like times 2, times 3, or something. Iterate. For I range number of pieces. That's what I want. That's what I want right there. Okay, got it. Ah, Sable was right there with it. Okay. And then for here, we want to say stakes. Okay, and then we'll say stakes plus equals 1. Yeah, solar has some good ones, right? All right, so this should spawn 1 stake. Jump off. Now if we come here... Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! It launched it into oblivion. I mean, what I'd kind of need is for them to not be able to collide with each other. Oh gosh, did not make it today, guys. This one did not work out today. Nice mind swept. Let's change the collision. We're gonna say that they don't, well, yeah, they're not looking for each other. I don't think that's gonna work the way you want it to. I don't think that's gonna work the way you want it to. I don't think that's how that's gonna work. Yeah. Yeah. I think you would need to create something new. My brain, guys, today is just like not it. It's not it today. Okay, put another one. Oh, but they're just on top of each other. So they're not colliding with each other, but then it doesn't make sense. I'm surprised that they go so flingy, because often I've had them like they do end up stacking. But today is not that day. What's motion mode? What does that do? We're clicking things. We're in the last 2 minutes and we're just clicking things. Oh, that just changes the way it moves. I mean, it's something. So if I was gonna make this work, here's what you could do. Make the point that it spawns a little higher. Spawn it a little higher. It definitely is a degree of frenzy. Hard to argue that. The problem is then the main, well, just push it up. Just push it up a little bit, right? And then take the grill and move it down. See what that's like. Yeah, you were right, Bustafer. That's what we ended up doing. Yup. Right, but it's the problem is we need like a delay between them, right? Yeah. Oh no, Phonics Fawn. I bet it's a good template though. I know it's devastating, but we're gonna do an await. We are going to do an await. Await, get tree, create. Now I have more time than that says I have, but not by much. Create timer 0.3 timeout. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. That's the only way. Yeah. Something like that. Oh, they're still just right on top of each other. They're just right on top of each other for some reason. I guess because they're awaiting together instead of one after the other. So what you need to, if you wanted to, we might want to move this instead. So there's a little more time than that. I'm going to put 3 minutes. There's probably about 4 minutes left, but let's just do 3 minutes to be on the safe side. Try here. I don't know, guys. Today it's like I ain't got it today. Raphael's building it. I got my best though. I got trying my best. Yeah. That's what. There we go. And they both move together. There we go. Uh-oh. Tell me that's not a frenzy. Is that not a frenzy? Have I not succeeded? It fits the theme. Yes. Yes, it does. It's fire. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. If I'm gonna lower the position actually a bit. -4. Let's put it really far down. CPU going into frenzy. Yeah, exactly. So it's actually gonna take a while before it spawns a new one. So you gotta be real patient. And like how I spent all the time doing the cooking and then just not doing the cooking. We flipping. Oh gosh. They look like little coffins. Oh gosh, guys, today it did not happen. I think there's still something here. Like, how high of a score can you get before it crashes? Oh my god. It is such a game dev moment. Alright, so we're gonna go to the UI. Alright, and we're gonna say that if there's a certain number of these that exist, let's say if stakes in the UI, I'm gonna onReady main. We're gonna check it in process. If main stakes is greater than 100, then just like stop spawning. I guess I should have just, you know what, we don't need to do this here. Come to main, create a process, func process. I know we are out of time. We are so out of time. Oops. I can't add more 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. If stakes is greater than 100, we're gonna say if allowed, variable allowed bool true, allowed becomes false. So then it will become less. They like coffins because it's vampire barbecue. That's why they're sun cooked. Hey Joshua. Well, this has been a very interesting experience. I can't say it turned out like I would have hoped, but I had fun. Now, what I'm curious of is if 100 happens sooner or later. I think, how is it 150? It's just not working. Nice, Josh. That's awesome. Good job. If it's greater than 50, print no more allowed. I don't think it's gonna work. I think I've I think I've messed up. Yeah, it's exponential. Like by the time it even hits that, it's probably too late. It was just one of those times. But it's like fun. Like I'm having a good time. Yeah, it's too late by then. It's too late. No more allowed. Okay, there. We got it. Alright, that's it. Who can get that to be the highest? That's the game. Alright. I can't do any better than that today. Stake 'em up. Stake 'em up. Oh, you missed the time. Did you do a pre-submission? You gotta do a pre-submission. That's why I'm like kind of chill, because I know I got that pre-submission. It's hard. It's hard to remember to do it sometimes. But there's always the community tab. That last one, wait for me! I appreciate you guys. I do. Alright, we're gonna post it up again. Since I did a pre-submission, it means I will enjoy the benefit of not having had to do it right. So this is gonna be Steak Frenzy. That's all it is. Steak Frenzy. We're gonna use the same image from last week, naturally. Although it is a bit different. It is different. It doesn't seem different, but it is. How'd your guys' things go? Still building, but a third dojo and cat is ready. Katoria submitted in time, but it randomly breaks 10 seconds in only the H version. No! Well, look, you still have time to work on it, because there's going to be a jam stream that happens right after this where we play through everyone's games, and you have until I get till the end of the jam playing experience to fix your game. So you can fix it, right? Oh, you made it, Lucas! Let's go! Alright, so obviously, again, I'm late, but I got the pre-submission to look out for me. Now we just gotta find where I saved it. Here. Right here. So we're gonna open up the export folder, get rid of the old zip file, compress it, and call it a day. Ooh, you started 20 minutes late and don't have much done. Well, you know, again, I'm gonna be playing some games. So you've got that amount of time to get it together, which is nice. And there's the community tab. So if you wanna add it to the community tab, if you have a late entry, you didn't get a submission in at all, we'll still check it out. We don't want to punish you. How many stakes can you leap off the edge? Beware. There's magic afoot. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Is it a game? Is it a game? Did I make it a game? Finishing up some music? Nice. Well done. Stream must be too entertaining. I only did 3 buttons since I've been here. I'm so glad. Well, you've also been helping me. So you've been part of this. All right, did I make a game? Is it or isn't it? Whoops, I keep pressing the wrong button. Is it or isn't it a frenzied game? Well, we've got a steak that we have burnt. We can cook them. They can leap off the edge. And everything looks normal. Everything looks fine. Yeah, we're getting some score. No wait a minute. Is it multiplying? Huh. That's interesting. Oh, it's multiplying quite a lot. Wow, we got a lot of steaks on here. What's going on with that? Oh, we've got a bunch. Uh-oh. Oh my, that's I think that's a frenzy. Yes. I think we've successfully created a frenzy. Now, after this live stream ends, if you're watching it live, there's gonna be another one available. Yeah, this is gonna be a whole nother stream right here. You just stay right here. When this one ends, the next one's gonna start, and we're gonna play everyone's games. If you're watching this after the live stream, you can actually tap or click right there, and then you can go see us play all the games. And I'm excited to see what y'all came up with. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a little frenzied. So yeah, I'll see you guys there, and I'm gonna try to play this a bit and see if I can get a high score. All right, y'all. Onward to play the games!